Dude, I was at the grocery store and I wanted to get cranberry ginger ale. It's like my favorite part of the holiday season is getting cranberry ginger ale.
Never had that.
You've never had cranberry ginger ale? It's so elite.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's so fire, dude. And like my favorite like drink, like cocktail to have is like just like rye and ginger, right? And having it with cranberry ginger ale is fire. It is so good.
I gotta try it then.
It's so gas, dude. Next time you're at the grocery store, they have like Canada Dry like things. And this is like the most Canadian like way of explaining this. They have like Canada Dry like ginger ales with like cranberry ginger.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like fire as hell.
Dude, it's funny because you mentioned rye and ginger ale. I always have just rye and Coke. It's classic.
Really? I just think the rum and Coke is what you have though.
Yeah, rye or rum depends on what we have. You know?
True.
Sometimes you don't always have the rum, you know.
Yeah, dude. I wish I was like because I was literally at the fucking LCBO. I was at the bank today, and it's literally beside the LCBO, and I should have just went in and grabbed a little Mickey a Canadian Club or something.
Side note, bro, my boy's coming back December 23rd because his birthday is like he's coming back from the States, right? And dude, so for that Thursday again, like we're gonna go for dinner. Then I'm gonna hop on for the live for a little bit. Then we're going out at night. So we're going to take a party bus over to Burlington, hit up a club down there. So haven't seen this guy in a few months, so it's going to be pretty fun.
True. Anyway, we got some questions in the comments now.
Man, Montgomery, Herbert, Javonte Swift. Team doesn't seem. Yeah, good luck, brother. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Darrell Williams is a fine shout if that's who that is.
You're okay on Chicago's running backs, at least by the sounds of it. I mean, maybe if Montgomery gets COVID, then Herbert might be a close contact or something like that. But I don't think Swift is going to play. Probably. He hasn't practiced so far Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe he gets in a limited practice tomorrow. But even then, I'd still think that week 16 is probably the first time he's back. And hell, he might get put on the IR because, what's his name? Hawkinson got put on the IR today. I don't know, though. I think if they were going to do it, they would have already done it, though, because he's been out since week 12.
Yeah, that is fair. Thoughts? Yeah. Like I think you're handling it appropriately there, Alex. First round of playoffs, Burrow or Cousins? Let me let you. Oh, yes. Fuck. Let me check.
That's Joey B against the Broncos and Cousins against Chicago on Monday night. I'd probably take Burrow against the Broncos. Yeah. The Broncos honestly haven't they seem like they're a really good pass defense, but they have been susceptible to wide receivers. They're not they're like a league average pass defense. They're not like scary or anything like that. So I'm okay going with Burrow there. It is in Mile High though, so it's a little bit of a sketchy trip for Joey B and the Bengals.
Where are you ranking Eckler this week?
I have him pretty high right now. I probably need to move him down though.
I want to put him at 5, but at the same time, it's if he doesn't get a full workload, then
yeah, I haven't actually adjusted him since that kind of report came out.
If
you guys do want again a quick snapshot into what we're thinking, you can check out our weekly rankings in the description right now. It's totally free to do so. But with Eckler, I currently have him at 3. I think that's too high, obviously. Realistically though, are you starting Kamara over him?
No,
you're not going to start Kamara over him?
Kamara, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, so okay, you starting Kamara over him? Fournette, if he plays?
I'm starting Kamara.
Just say yes or no to these guys. I'm going to list them off and see where we end up with them. So Kamara, Eckler, take Kamara. Fournette?
Kamara, or Eckler.
You take Eckler. I guess Fournette's kind of dealing with his own injury issues as well.
Yeah.
Mixon or Eckler?
Eckler.
Najee or Eckler?
Let me check the matchup.
These are the order that I have them ranked, so it'd be kind of odd. If I think I'm probably still going to start Eckler as a top guy.
Okay, the ones for sure I'd start over him are Dalvin, Taylor.
JT and Dalvin are the only guys I have ranked ahead of him right now.
JT, Dalvin, then Najee against Tennessee probably got to do that.
Chubb, Gibson, Montgomery. I'm not starting those guys over Eckler.
No. And even with Fournette too, he's banged up and he's got
the Saints.
He's got a tougher matchup. So
yeah, I'm probably still Eckler posted. Eckler's the one NFL player that you can count on probably telling us if he was gonna have a limited workload or whatever. So I'm honestly just gonna roll with Eckler if I have him today. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna play Elijah Mitchell over Austin Eckler. I just don't think that's probably smart. I'd rather just play Eckler.
Yeah, I agree there. Side note, in my home league, I literally have 2 free bench spots now. Apparently, I didn't even realize that.
True.
So
Man, this COVID shit is getting out of hand. Yeah, thankfully I'm on bye in 2 of my 3 playoffs that I'm in, and I haven't had, knock on wood, any COVID effects quite yet. But my opponent has, because he has Jalen Waddle and Tyler Lockett, and he has Lamar and Marquise Brown. So
oof.
he's kind of dealing. That's Nate. I don't know if Nate's in the live stream right now, but he has actually maybe he doesn't have Tyler Lockett. I think he has Jalen Waddle and the Lamar and stuff too, though.
Yeah.
What up, guys? My parents gave me tickets for the Cowboys versus football team on the 26th. It's a gift for final college semester with a GPA of 4.0 in my first year. Love to see it.
That's
Getting
what's up,
good
man.
grades. Got to lead you to some football in the December time of year. I want to go to a football game in September, bro. I've never
Well,
been to a football game unless it's been like November or December. I don't know why. I just have never been to an early
dude,
season game.
I've only been to 2 ever NFL games in my life.
I've only been to a couple too, but like I've never, every time I go, it's always November or December. I have no idea why.
The 2 games I've gone to, again, you guys have already known about my 2013 Cowboys Lions experience. I already said that multiple times. The other one I went to actually wasn't even in the States. It was in Toronto because
They did a Canada series back in the day.
my bantam football team was like handing out like tickets at the gate. Like they like we were handing out like pamphlets or something, or like we were giving them the tickets. And like Toronto basically like got us our own tickets for free. You know, like whatever, like the nosebleeds, but like still like free fucking game for handing out tickets. We watched Falcons versus Bills when like Michael Turner was the running back. So you know this
CJ
is OG
Spiller
days.
was on the Bills, probably.
Yeah, like this is OG days.
Yeah.
I wonder what year it was. I want to
I
say it
can't
was,
wait to see Spiller on the Bills again this year, but Isaiah Spiller this time.
that'd be fun. That'd be
Yeah.
fun. He's good, man.
I know
He's
he
like,
is good. I can't wait to get into the draft cycle, to be honest.
oh,
Like, as much as I like, in season content because it's all, actual games happening, but I feel like once you get to a certain point in each period of time, like once you get to like late August, you're like, okay, bring on the season. Once you get to like late December, you're like, okay, bring on the off season kind of thing. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm excited to dig into the rookies and stuff. So,
but I just want to say one thing. Are you seeing all the fucking COVID cases from the Browns and the fucking
oh,
Rams
dude,
right
it's
now?
wild, man. The Rams and the Browns are getting absolutely mapped.
I'm just like, again, I hope everybody's okay, but like I'm like obviously hoping a little like that the Cowboys don't have to face any of those issues.
Yeah, big facts. Higgins or J Rob in flex PPR. Give me T Higgins in a
Yeah.
full PPR league. I know J Rob is going to be a popular guy to talk about this week because of Urban Meyer's being fired and Daryl Bevel already coming out and saying James is our starting running back. Like that's how it's going to be or whatever. But like at the same time, this offense isn't going to get any better without Urban Meyer. Like at least not right away without Urban Meyer. So I'm probably still rolling with T Higgins. J Rob is, if you guys are playing DFS, I would avoid him this week. He's going to be like a 30% owned running back if I had to guess.
Yep. Traded Knox for Fant in my Dynasty League. I'm in the playoffs. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, I like Fant's outlook long term better, so I don't mind.
Honestly, man, I think we're starting to underrate Knox a little bit though. Like, because if what Knox is showing, like he's tied to Josh Allen, man. Like I know Fant had the better, draft capital, production profile, etc.
Talent.
But I think this is a closer conversation than it probably obviously would have been before the season. It wouldn't have been even close. But yeah, I like Fant better slightly, but I think Knox is starting to kind of get into that range because producing as a second or third year tight end, whatever year he's in, is not hard. It's not easy to do, and he's doing it. So
Agreed. Jan says Zeke or McLaurin. Well, McLaurin's actually dealing with a concussion, so I don't even know if he's going to play. But even if, I mean, obviously you got Zeke going up against the Giants. Who's watching him play? Eagles. So
it's
um,
Darius Slay.
so it'd
He's
be
going to be
Darius
Darius
Slay
Slay for
coming
sure.
off concussion. Like I'll just go with Zeke because who knows? Maybe he falls into the end zone. He's done that a couple times this year.
Yeah, big facts.
So,
And I think the Giants matchup is really easy for running backs. And
yeah.
also, in the past 5 weeks, they're actually giving up like the 5th most fantasy points to wide receivers as well. Even though they've been a good defense against the pass most of the season, the Giants, they allowed big games for Godwin and Evans. They allowed big games last week for Palmer and Guyton, and they allowed Waddle to go all hog wild on them in week 13. So with the Giants, I think the Cowboys are going to be able to move the ball a lot better. And that's kind of been a big problem for Zeke, obviously, because if he's not going to be efficient, he at least needs the offense to be.
On the bright side, too, with him, Connor Williams is expected to start back at left guard. Connor McGovern's been starting for like the last 4 weeks. He's kind of been really struggling. I'm not going to lie. The reason why they even pulled Williams to begin with is because he had a lot of penalties. But like from a straight blocking standpoint, putting him back in will actually help the offensive line, in my opinion. So having that factor, obviously you're getting hopefully Tyron Smith can play, because I mean that guy's always dealing with something. I mean he's a fucking warrior. He just fights through everything. But either way, like with Williams back, I do think that the offensive line, especially the interior, can get pressured. Not to mention, I mean, you're not going to play against freaking Daron Payne and Jonathan Allen every freaking game.
True.
So,
what sucks, I'm not a huge Cowboys fan, but my whole family are huge Cowboys fans. Hope Washington football team wins. No offense, Danny.
I mean, like at the end of the day here, if Washington
I'm going to need a big Antonio Gibson game, because that'll be the first round of my playoffs in my home league.
If Washington, what's it called? If Washington loses to Philly this week, it's not even going to matter. They're going to be out pretty much.
Yeah,
because they'll be 6-8. The Cowboys already have 9 wins.
True. They the NFC is pretty soft though at the wild card position. They might still have a chance to get a wild card spot.
The funny thing is that wild card, the funny thing is that I would probably say 5 of like the top 8 teams in the NFL, 5 of the top 7 or 8 teams in the NFL are in the NFC. And then after that, like the AFC is just so much better all around, because you get to the 6th seed in the NFC, you're talking like San Francisco. Like, are they better than like Cleveland?
Yeah, 100%.
But like, you know what I mean? Like that's like okay. Like
I think there's more mediocrity in the AFC. There's like no mediocrity in the NFC. You're either good or you're shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, we're talking about Philly freaking trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah, like it's pretty wild.
What's up, fellas? Lazard or Gabe Davis?
Give me Lazard. The secondary for the Ravens is really banged up right now, so I'll take Lazard. I know Gabe Davis is going to be also really popular probably in DFS because Emmanuel Sanders is going to be out for this game, and like everybody gets super excited about Gabe Davis because like on like a per target basis, he's like one of the more efficient receivers in the league. But realistically, you got to earn targets, right? Yeah. Like you're probably only going to get 4 or 5 targets out of Gabe Davis in this game, even without Emmanuel Sanders. So I'll take Lazard, who's a guy that commanded 7 targets last week and played like 85% of the snaps.
For sure. We actually got a chat from member Jared, so we'll read this quick. I can't say for the whole live stream, but I have to get a question for when I rewatch this tomorrow. Jonnu or Hunter Henry full PPR, and Demont downgraded to questionable, start Bateman over him. So first question, Jonnu Smith or Hunter Henry? I mean,
it's got to be Hunter Henry. He's the one running the most routes and getting the most targets and getting used in the red zone.
Yeah, no, I agree there. In terms of Montgomery versus Bateman, I think if Montgomery plays, you play him, to be honest.
Yeah, if it's an illness and he's not, on COVID list or whatever, then he's probably going to be just fine.
Which is the problem.
Right.
But is there any way
I think you'll probably know on Saturday if he's going to play or not.
Yeah. Not to mention, I mean, it's pretty easy to pick up a pivot for Montgomery. I mean,
yeah.
If he play, I mean,
if Herbert's available, you could just pick up Herbert.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So hopefully that helps you out, Jared. A little shout out to the member. But we actually got another super chat here from Jeremy. I appreciate that $5. He says, "Gotta love the first round bye. May need you start sit next week. Good luck. Let's fucking good ups, big ups on getting that first round bye, because I'll tell you what, nothing.
I got a light week this week too. It feels pretty good.
Nothing is better in fantasy football than just getting to relax a week, enjoy football. It does bum you out every now and then when your team puts up 200 points when you don't even need them to. You're like, hey, save that for next week, But either way, good. Congratulations on that bye week.
Gibson or Aaron Jones? I have Gibson higher. I know he had a shitty game last week, but even if McKissick is back, I would still take Gibson. Aaron Jones's role is a lot less secure right now than what Gibson is. With Gibson, you're getting a guaranteed 15 to 20 carries a game, a couple targets here and there, and pretty much all the goal line work as well. So I'll take Gibson in a good matchup against Philly.
J-Rob is free. Yeah, I mean, Urban Meyer.
I'm really confused how they're going to handle the ETN situation in the offseason, because now you got a situation where they didn't draft this guy and he's coming off an injury. If I'm Tampa Bay, I'm sending a 3rd-round pick at them. That's what I would do if I was them. But who knows? It's a dicey injury. Maybe they don't want to do that.
I have both of the Broncos running backs, so I start both for Fournette, or do I just put one running back of Denver and start Fournette? I'd start Javonte and Fournette.
Yeah. If Fournette is out, then I mean, I don't know who your other options are or whatever, but if Fournette is out and you have to start both Broncos running backs, I don't think that's like a terrible situation to be in. But I would rather just go with Javonte and Fournette in this game. I kind of talked about it on the running back ranking show, but in this game, we expect Javonte to probably be the more valuable guy because he has the receiving workload. And against the Bengals, they're not the Lions. Like, they're not going to lie down and die and let them just run all over them like the Lions did. So I'd imagine that the Bengals will be able to put up some points, and Javonte is the more valuable guy.
Little side question right now too. Like, do you think like Melvin Gordon gets like a bridge running back contract, if that makes any sense? Like
He could.
like a
I think
Fournette type of contract with the team?
he still looks fine, man. He doesn't look like he's lost a step or anything.
What I mean, like a team that needs a running game that's like I can see Melvin Gordon going to like
Buffalo.
the Bills. I was just
Yeah,
gonna say
Buffalo would be a huge fucking upgrade for what they've had.
He catch the ball too. Obviously, that team's throwing the ball like nobody's freaking business. At least you have a back that can be competent between the tackles, but also can do damage in the receiver. I think Melvin Gordon would be a great fit for Buffalo, especially because he can be.
Or fuck, go to Seattle or something. Like, they needed
Yeah.
a running back too. Like, that would make a lot of sense.
Side note: speaking of Seattle, real quick. Apparently, Pete Carroll wants to see Rashad Penny get a chance now. Like, what's going on?
That's been a thing now for a couple days. He's been saying that.
Yeah, interesting. Right now it's 3 in the afternoon. Should be 3 in Hawaii. I'm in the airport right now, going to visit my family in Texas for Christmas. Yeah, bro, enjoy. Texas fam, eh? All those Cowboys fans, and you're not a Cowboys fan. That's tough.
Are Dallas Cowboys fans Texas Longhorns fans usually?
I mean, the ones in Texas probably, yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, is that like the closest team?
Well, yeah, because
like a natural like team that they go to, or do they like A&M fans and stuff too?
I'm assuming most of them is going to be Texas. Kind of like similar, like if you're a Browns or a Bengals fan, you're probably an Ohio State fan. You're probably not like a Cincinnati Bearcats fan.
Yeah,
even though
probably.
they're in the playoff this year. And like same thing. I mean, you go to I'm just trying to think. Like Carolina, you're going to see a lot more like South Carolina fans if they're football guys, North Carolina fans if they're basketball guys, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
If Craig Reynolds starts, do you gamble and play him? Nosery?
Yeah, not a chance. I would play him over those options.
Nope. AJ Green over or Amon or a happy PR. Give me AJ Green.
Yeah, I'll take AJ Green there.
Especially with D-Hop expected out for the year now. Like, what's going on there? Fant, Cook, or Everett? Give me Fant here.
I'll take Fant, but I don't really love any of those options.
Jared Cook or Freiermuth? Give me the Muth.
Yeah, I'll take Patty Fry.
Pick up Ronald Jones or Rashad Penny for a flex. Give me Rashad Penny. I although he is.
If Fournette is out, I would rather have Ronald Jones.
That's the thing. You're not gonna like if you had to ask me right now.
Yeah, it is Sunday night football. That is true.
Right? Like again, I think Lenny's gonna play, but like if he does,
it's all gonna depend. If Lenny doesn't practice tomorrow, I would pick up Ronald Jones and assume Leonard Fournette is out. If Leonard doesn't practice all week, he's probably not gonna play.
That's fair. Thoughts on Hollywood Brown rest of the season? I think he's a pretty locked and loaded top 20-ish type receiver.
Yeah, I'm still not overly worried about Hollywood Brown. If Lamar Jackson misses time, that obviously hurts him. But like, dude, the guy's getting like 7, 8, 14, 10, 11, 12 targets like the last 6 games. Like, that's his game logs of targets. Like, it's pretty, like when you're getting that kind of volume from a quarterback like Lamar and an offense like the Ravens, like it's pretty hard not to be week in and week out a guy that has a pretty high ceiling.
And it's pretty funny because he's a high volume target, but he doesn't have like he's not the prototype like high volume target type of size. You know what I mean? He's not like
him and Jalen Waddle are kind of breaking the mold this year, man. It's really weird.
Yeah, you're seeing these more slighter receivers just getting huge target shares. So pretty much erasing the stigma again, like a small sample size, but still it's kind of cool to think about. Hey, good luck during playoffs this week. Also, any update on Eckler and Swift? Need them this week. Yeah, so Eckler is actually going to suit up today. So in terms of expectations, he's probably not going to get his full workload. But again, like if he's playing short on a Thursday after injuring it on Sunday, they wouldn't just play him to play him, in my opinion. Like he practiced yesterday. He's he's talked about that he's going to be fine. Like I don't know. Like I'm not too worried personally about Eckler, but again, I'm no doctor. What are your thoughts on Eckler?
With Eckler, I'm just kind of willing to believe that he's probably going to get his full workload, or if not, they might just take away some of the dirty touches from him and just give him more work in the receiving game. We've seen him actually play on like a limited snap share before, and that I believe that game was also like a primetime game, and he had like 9 targets, but he only had like 7 carries. So I could see something like that happen where they kind of just spell him a little bit on the ground, which is fine because like that's not what we really want out of him anyway. We want the receiving work. to begin with. So yeah, again, Eckler, I'm okay trusting him still as a top 5 running back this week.
Yep. Yo, what's up, Nick? Henderson or Pollard, who'll be trusting more if they're both a go? I mean, like, you probably have to give the nod to Henderson because I don't even know. Like, you're talking about 2 Memphis running backs. Where are you leaning here with the Memphis backs, Corey?
Man, I don't know what to do with Henderson right now. I have no
I don't
idea
know
what to do with
either.
him.
It's like, could he end up becoming the main back again? Yes. Could he play second fiddle to Sony because Sony's been so good in his absence? Sure. Like, we don't have any information on what the Rams would be doing in that backfield if both are healthy. Again, the majority of the season is going to point to the fact that Henderson's probably going to get back his role, but at the same time, it's like Sony's playing well. Sony's gelling with the offense. Like, why would you change it? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I would probably go Henderson in case of the upside that he returns to his main back role, but I wouldn't feel great about it over Pollard per se.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really have a lenience on Henderson, which way I want to go with him. I kind of just assume that they're probably going to like split backfield the first game back, whether it's I don't know how much Michel's going to get and I don't know how much Henderson's get. So I'd probably rather just risk it with Pollard if you can. Again, I don't know what Pollard's health situation is though either. So if you need a ceiling, I would say Henderson probably has a higher ceiling just in terms of his touch baseline.
Sit on standard. So standard league, Monty, Barkley, Javonte, Mitchell. Let me check my rankings real quick. What was it? Monty, Barkley, Montgomery. Sorry. Monty, Barkley, Javonte, Mitchell. Okay, so
sit in standard. I'm probably gonna sit Saquon here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you going up against the Cowboys. The Cowboys have been pretty stout up front pretty recently. So
yeah, that's
I
probably where I'd go.
I feel like Eckler's production and limited role will depend if that role includes the goal line carries.
I don't think a limited role excludes goal line carries. I think they'll probably like just
more so like the 3rd and 1s, like just give Josh Kelly the ball.
I feel like low key, if any player is gonna like advocate for being in a game for fantasy purposes, it's probably gonna be Austin Eckler. Like legitimately, he's like, oh, this is the first week of the playoffs. Like I can't let my my playoff managers down. If we get a goal line opportunity, I need to at least cash in on that if I'm gonna be limited.
Yeah. Jimmy G versus Falcons or Justin Fields versus Vikings. 4-point passing touchdowns, 25 yards per point. In a 4-point passing touchdown league, I don't mind swinging for the fences here with Fields.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd go with Fields easily there.
Yeah. Sit 1 standard. We already answered that, Chris. T. Higgins or Mike Williams need help ASAP. Give me T. Higgins there, Tyler.
Yep.
Ayuk, Elijah, Claypool, CH, Gallup, Van Jefferson. Pick one rest of season non-PPR. So rest of season. Well, Elijah Moore is basically out for the year, is what I'm hearing.
Pretty much.
So that's unfortunate. I mean, you're probably gonna go CEH here, as much as I don't like him, but like, I don't know. I'd take CEH. I think it would be overthinking it not to. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd probably go with one of the receivers. I think over CEH. I'd probably go with
non-PPR.
Yeah, I still probably would go with either Ayuk or like Gallup or Gallup, Claypool, Van Jefferson. They're all kind of like similar, I guess. So I'd probably go with Ayuk and then probably CEH and then those other receivers.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I'd probably just take.
They're all. It's like a pretty tough decision overall, though.
Urban gone, James Robinson back. Hopefully, Lodster. Do I start Penny, Marquise Brown, or St. Brown? I'll go with Marquise there. There's just too many question marks with both of these other options. At least with Marquise Brown, you know the target's going to be there.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey guys, hoping for a shootout today. Yeah, dude, it's going to be a great game. I think honestly, you got Chiefs, you got Chargers. Who do you got today, by the way?
Give me Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, spread or straight up?
They're actually road or home underdogs. I think. Yeah, I'm taking them against the spread for sure. I'll take a money line as well.
Interesting. That'll be a fun game. Probably arguably two like.
I'm trying to build a lineup on FanDuel right now, and I like literally don't know how to fucking do this. It's like they're all awkward. Every piece that I want to get in is like an awkward fit. If that makes any sense.
Cal Pitt's thoughts on the next 2 games. Is Schultz better for the next 2? So obviously with Schultz, you got Cowboys against Giants and Cowboys against football team. with Kyle Pitts, who the Falcons play these next couple? I know they play San Fran this week, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so I mean, you got Kyle Pitts against San Fran, and then who they play next week? Let me just.
You know what?
Take a
Screw
look.
Tyreek. He always fucks me over.
You,
Every
oh, wait,
time I put Tyreek into my showdown lineups, because I swear to God, the Chiefs only play on prime time, he always fucks me over every time.
Side note: the Falcons next week play the Lions. So either way, I'd go with Pitts. I just kind of wanted to get some refresher on that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you'd go Pitts too.
Yeah, I would.
We actually got a super chat here. So mark down we left off on Brock. Do we start or sick Eckler this game? I am starting him. I'm having again like you can temper your expectations. Again, I think he's going to be okay, but at the end of the day here, if he's playing, I think he's going to get the valuable touches here. You're talking about the targets, the goal line carries. I mean, you're not just going to force freaking Larry Roundtree or Josh Kelly or whoever the fuck Joe Schmo they have back there. So, yeah, give me Eckler again. I just think this is going to eliminate like the 2nd and inches, the 3rd and 2s, or whatever. I mean, you just need a clutch tone setter to sit behind Eckler to convert those crucial 3rd and 2s, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I appreciate the super chat, Greg. I would trust Eckler. Where did we leave off here? Do you remember?
Yeah, I got it.
Brock,
Here.
right?
Yeah, it's Brock. Oh yeah, I want to know. Okay, I got it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to know with Urban gone, how would you approach / utilize James Robinson and ETN? Man, I honestly, that's my biggest question too. I really don't know how they're going to utilize ETN. I have no idea.
I think it increases both their value because either A, you ship ETN, or B, you actually utilize him. And either way, I like Urban Meyer running the offense versus.
But really, I feel like the one guy that Urban Meyer would have used like to the benefit of that player was going to be ETN. Like if it was going to be anybody, it was going to be the guy that he kind of like hand selected. I don't know. I feel like ETN kind of like takes a bit of a downtick right now with Urban Meyer out.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, the offense should relatively improve.
Right. I think we got to hope one of these guys gets traded. I think that'd be the ideal situation. If somebody wanted to send a pick out for James Robinson, get him out of there.
Yeah, fact. Pick 2 for my wide receiver 2 spot in my flex. DK, Osborne, Foreman, Pollard, or Cooks. I'm going to go with DK for sure. DK is going to be your wide receiver 2. In terms of your flex, where are you leaning here? Like, I'm thinking Cooks. I'm thinking Cooks against the Jags.
Give me DK for sure, and then probably Osborne is where I'm going. I didn't even see Cooks there. Yeah, give me Cooks. Sorry, I didn't even see him.
You're good. Austin has 17 players on COVID list. Yeah, that's
Jesus
insane.
Christ.
Start Eckler tonight. Yes, sir, Carl. Bro, the NBA is getting killed. Yep. Edmonds and Gallup on my last question. I didn't see it. Yeah, I would stick with DK and Cooks. Gallup versus Cooks is pretty close, but I'll lean Cooks against the Jaguars. The Jaguars are just a fucking dumpster fire. RB2, Barkley or Devontae Freeman. Give me Barkley there, Lewis. If Scary Terry sits, Gabe Davis, Lazard, or DPJ, full PPR. It's gross because, I mean, Nick Mullins is probably going to be the starting quarterback, but I'll go with DBJ there because at least he's shown that when Landry's out, he's been able to garner targets. I don't necessarily know whether Gabe Davis or Lazard can consistently garner targets, so I will go with DPJ there, even in a tougher matchup against Las Vegas.
You take DPJ over Lazard and Gabe Davis? Give me Lazard there. I'll take Lazard.
I mean, it's a crapshoot regardless.
It is a crapshoot regardless, but
at least with Landry out, I'll go with him.
Oh my God, I got to jam in somebody in 20 seconds here.
Okay, who do you think?
Random Steven Anderson touchdown incoming. I got to throw him in to save me some money.
Who do you think?
This contest is full. Shit.
Fuck. Who do you think Dallas will play in the first game of the playoffs? Honestly, okay. So most likely, we're probably going to get the 4 seed, and we're probably going to play either the Rams or the Cardinals. But there's a scenario where if we beat the Cardinals in Week 17, we can jump up to one of the top 3 seeds pretty easily. Because I mean, 3 for sure if we beat the Cardinals. But if the Packers and the Bucks each lose 1 game, and it comes to a multi-way tiebreaker scenario, the Cowboys actually have the common NFC record tiebreaker over everybody else in the conference. So if it comes to a tie just between the Bucks and the Cowboys, the Bucks would get the 1 seed. But if it's the Bucks, the Cowboys, the Packers, whatever, then it would actually be the Cowboys that get the 1 seed.
How is that possible?
Because NFC record.
But wouldn't NFC record also apply to the Bucks then?
Yeah, but you guys have more NFC losses. We only have.
So then how would we get the bye over you in the first place?
Because you guys beat us. So if it's a head-to-head tiebreaker,
head-to-head is like one of the later ones, isn't it?
Head-to-head, though, if it's between two teams, it goes head-to-head first. If it's
really?
it goes to NFC record. And if the NFC record's tied, then it goes to common opponents record, which the Cowboys have over the Packers and the Bucks, respectively. So it's an interesting scenario. Again, I don't think you guys are going to drop a game. Maybe the Packers lose to the Ravens.
We play the Saints. The Saints would be the only game that we would drop, I think.
Saints, Panthers, Jets, Panthers. Like, I don't think you're going to drop a game in that stretch.
I mean, I guess we could drop a game to the Panthers. It's like a divisional opponent, I guess, but I don't know. I don't think we're going to.
Yeah, and then
we lose to the Jets. Like, I don't know what the fuck will happen there, but.
And then in terms of the Cowboys, again, the main tough game left obviously is going to be the Cardinals, but you're assuming in the scenario for tiebreakers, you would beat the Cardinals. But I mean, aside from the Cardinals, you got freaking New York, Washington football team, Arizona, and then Philly. Like, you should at least go 3-1 in that stretch if you're a Super Bowl contender. So
for sure.
It'll be interesting to see how this game finishes. Who would you start, Cam or Lamar? If Lamar plays, I'll go with Cam or go with Lamar. Sorry, not Cam. If Lamar plays. There. Van Jefferson, Amari Cooper, Melvin Gordon, or Javonte Williams for flex pick one.
I can't believe I didn't get my lineup in before lock. I literally was like mulling over it for so long to the point that when I went to enter the contest, it was full.
Yeah. I'll go with Amari Cooper here, Michael. I'm assuming you agree.
Yeah, give me Amari Cooper there. I don't know, man. I might start Van Jefferson if OBJ is out.
That's a fair shout.
I'd probably still go Cooper though.
Appreciate you guys always answering my questions. Keep up the great work. Yeah, I appreciate that, Tim. It means a lot, man. We try our best. Volume for Robinson could be enough by itself. Angry players went a long way by making offense worse. They can still put up. Yeah, I could see. I could see the Jaguars having a slight turnaround, getting the toxicity out of the.
Oh, dude, I could use it. Marvin Jones has been like a flex piece for me for a while, and it's been kind of killing me because he hasn't been very good. But I mean, maybe because like we saw Marvin Jones play well at the beginning of the season. Maybe that was before Urban Meyer was a dick face.
Yeah, maybe. Let's go Pack. No, let's hope the Packers aren't the 1 seed. Coming from a Bucks and a Cowboys fan.
True.
I will say though, if the Packers do get the 1 seed and they do have that crowd behind them, because like last year,
obviously.
What's up?
Is that gonna host the fucking opening kickoff? Oh, he just shit and pissed himself on the way to the end zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn.
Guy literally just wiped out. This is Seth Roberts, I think.
You got this quick. I'm gonna quickly.
Yeah, I got it. Start to okay. I guess we didn't get to this question very quickly. Sorry, we always do this, but Mike Williams, Chase, Parker, Terry McLaurin. I would have said Mike Williams and Chase.
Yeah, no, I definitely would have.
Discussing Tua over Lamar? Absolutely not. If Lamar plays, I'm playing Lamar over Tua.
I have Elijah Mitchell on the bench. Is he worth starting over Keenan, Mixon, or Dalvin?
No. I would play all those guys over him.
Adams for Antonio Gibson, Tyler Lockett, a first-round pick. Give me the package easily.
Yeah, I would take Gibson over Adams straight up.
And then, like, obviously, like, I'd probably still take Adams over Lockett in the first, but, like, that's close enough. Like, the fact that you're getting Gibson on top.
Gibson in the first, I would have easily done this. Not alone getting, or Gibson and Lockett alone, I would have done this. But, yeah, give me the package for sure. Gibson to me is, I mean, you guys are going to see it, the video that we have tomorrow, how highly I value Gibson in Dynasty.
Definitely. Jags D versus Houston or Chargers D versus KC. I mean, sorry we weren't able to get to this, but we would have said
Jags. I would never play the Jags defense in any
I would rather play the Jags defense over Chargers versus the Chiefs. Either way, how are there not better options? Can I just say one thing? Why are there not better options than the Jags D? Like, why are you rostering the Jags D?
I mean, I guess it's Houston. Like, I don't know.
But either way, Eckler's looking fine.
Texans wiped the floor with the Jags in week 1. So,
hey, I've seen injured running back before. Eckler didn't look injured when he bounced that right there.
Yeah, no, neither have I. Yeah, see, what's funny is that I'm kind of like, I'm not pissed that I have a bye week in the Bitcoin league, but this would be like a huge game for me because I have Tyreek, Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams. It's like literally a 3-by-1 DFS stack. that I'd have in this game, but I'm on bye, so I don't even need it.
I was so sketched for a second because I'm like, fuck, I didn't start Mike Williams in my one league, and I'm like, oh, never mind. I went 12-2 and have a bye in that league.
Yeah, I'm 12-2 as well.
Okay, play action.
He tried to fire a missile in Mike Williams.
Try to fit.
Anyway, we should probably head off here since the game's on.
I'll quickly answer this though. Judy Bateman or Shepard getting screwed with Waddle first round of the playoffs. I mean, you got Shepard against the Cowboys. You got Bateman, obviously, potentially without Lamar. And then you got Judy. Who'd you say that the Denver plays? You mentioned
Denver plays Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. I would. Who would you go there? That's actually close.
I'd probably roll with Judy there, but I'm not excited about it.
I'd probably go Shepard if he's healthy.
Dude, Mike Williams is fucking throwing right now. He's gotten like 2 end zone targets here.
Did he fumble?
He just fumbled that. I think. I don't know. I can't tell if that was a.
What a bot.
Now he's hurt. Excellent.
Quickly,
this is what you don't want to happen when you have somebody on bye. When you're on bye week and your player gets hurt because they're not on bye week.
Oh, it looks bad too. Buddy's crying over there. Hope he's okay.
Shit sakes.
Javonte Carter, Devontae or Gallup at flex PPR. Give me. It's between Javonte and Devontae, but I'll probably go Williams, Javonte.
Yeah, give me Javonte Williams there. I'm glad I didn't get my lineup in. I had Mike Williams in the MVP slot.
And then finally, we got Anthony from the League of Tone Setters. Yes, sir.
Nice geez, you shouldn't be asking me for advice. My team's like dead last in that league.
Oh, buddy edged me out last week in what could have been a bye week for me, but instead I'm playing low suck in the first round, and like this guy's got like the most points for in the league, and he finished as a 5 seed. I'm like, okay, like what's
brutal.
Going on there? In terms of Hurts versus Russell Wilson, I'll go with Jalen Hurts here. It's a pretty close call, but I mean, obviously, again, Washington's secondary, particularly, again, obviously their front seven's fantastic, but their secondary has been kind of gashed. I mean, when you got Landon Collins back there, he's a complete liability. They just don't have any safety help to help out those corners, which has resulted in ultimately them getting gashed all over in the back end. So either way, I mean, I would go with Hurts, especially because, again, Russ, he scares me.
Might not have Lockett in this game too.
He scares me a little bit because, again, if he's missing Lockett, Russ, we know what's kind of happened since his injury. He's had one good game this past week for the most part. So either way, I mean, Hurts kind of proven at this point that regardless of matchup, he's kind of matchup proof. Like, he's going to get you 40, 50 rushing yards. He's playing up against a good or a bad Washington secondary. And in general, I mean, I think the Eagles are going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to win out. Or going into week 17 because I think we beat them. But
yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right, let's speed through a couple of these because there's actually only a couple questions left. I didn't know if we got to this, but Greg said, "Do we start or sit Eckler this game?" Hopefully, you started him, but I don't know if you actually read that off or not.
Yeah, I did.
Since Robinson was a UDFA, the Jags may be able to place a second-round tenure on him if Robinson is a restricted free agency. He's not a free agent until next year, though. I don't think.
Don't understand why a team would trade a second-round pick for Robinson. Like, he's good. He's a good running back. Don't get me wrong, but you're getting a running back that's about to hit the market, and you're trading a second-round pick. I just don't really see that happening in the NFL.
And they drafted ETN too. I think it's probably likely that next year maybe ETN has a bit of a slow start, coming off of the injury, and then they work him in maybe as the year goes along. And then by 2022, Robinson's a free agent. They let him walk. They have ETN in a full-time role in 2023.
What would you rather have if you're a team picking in the second round? Would you rather take Robinson on 1 year or take a Breece Hall, a Kenneth Walker, or an Isaiah Spiller and get him on his
Williams going into the medical time right now? I would rather take the rookies.
Exactly. So that's where I'm at as well. But either way, are we getting to all these or should we head off?
Yeah, let's speed through a couple of these here. There's not that many left. Gordon, Sanders, Parker, or Ertz at flex. Give me Melvin Gordon there.
Yep, I agree.
If someone signs Robinson, of course, yep. CEH, Javonte, or Gallup in the flex. I guess the game already started, but I would have went with Javonte.
Yeah.
We got, oh my God, that would have been a Parham touchdown.
Oh, did he drop it?
Yeah, he did.
He's hurt. Is he hurt or is he fucking...
Dude, what the hell?
Is he hurt?
Why is he like out cold?
Bro. Sorry, give me a second. What the fuck just happened? Oh, he hit his head.
Yo, what the fuck?
Oh, shit. Sorry, give us a second.
Yeah, he hit like the back of his head, man.
Dude, that's scary.
That didn't look good, man. Holy shit.
He went limp.
Dude, he's got his arms up like he can't even move.
He can't. He's frozen.
Jeez, not a great
He's
start for
moving
the
his leg
Chargers so
now.
far.
He moved his leg. He moved his leg. That's fucking scary, man.
Holy crap. Anyway,
sorry about that,
Devontae
y'all.
Adams might put up 40 this week. He might put up 40 this week. St. Brown playoff relevant with TJ out the rest of the season. I think he's, a worthy flex play.
Yeah, he's solid. Flex
I go with Rashad Penny there.
Penny.
Yeah, especially if you're already starting Kirk and Kyler, I probably wouldn't load up too much.
Thanks for answering my questions, guys. As always, your channel is awesome. Like the stream, appreciate that, Chris. And yeah, like the stream. I mean, I know we kind of got on some tangents, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed regardless. Should I start Chiefs defense over Tampa Bay? I mean, it's a little late now, but I would have went with Tampa Bay. New Orleans offense is
100%.
Cooks, Parker, D. Smith need a flex for half PPR. I'll go with Devontae.
Really, I took Cooks over Devontae.
Pretty close. I mean, you're talking about probably somewhere in the wide receiver 24 to 30 type of range for both of them.
I mean, Cooks quite literally doubles him in targets per game this year, so I'll take Cooks. Like Smith has a good target share, but the offense doesn't throw the ball enough for it to like matter as much as what Cooks is getting. Cooks averages like 10 targets a game with Davis Mills as the quarterback. Like it's pretty crazy how many he gets.
Yeah, I don't mind going with Cooks there. It's not too bad. Obviously, again, I mentioned earlier, it's a fantastic matchup too.
Yeah, Gesicki's definitely a great start, and I think Parker's worthy of a top 30 play as well.
Yep. Brandon Cooks, Parker, Christian Kirk, Mooney, or Van Jefferson pick 2. So definitely going Van Jefferson with Odell expected out. In terms of your second option here,
I go Cooks is my other one. Yeah.
PPR.
PPR. Yep. Already nice kickoff return.
Those love the content. Got a quick one tonight. Michael Carter, DeAndre Swift, Aaron Jones, or Javonte Williams start 2. I would go with
if Swift plays, I go Swift and Jones. But I don't think Swift is going to play, so it's probably going to be Jones and Williams for me.
I agree with that. Started Eckler, yes sir. Hopefully he can return value for you. So basically, Robinson ATM would hopefully be. Yeah, I mean that could be the case too. Jared Cook too.
That was Donald Parham. I think
that was Parham. Yeah. Like Will screwed me. My playoffs.
Yeah, he could always come back. He's just getting evaluated for something. I don't know, dude. He's still out cold. Holy shit.
Parham, yeah. Oh my god, they took off his face mask, bro.
Damn.
It's a neck injury.
He's moving his fingers.
Yeah, this is a neck injury, bro. Yeah, he's got feeling in his fingers at least.
Why is he like out cold though? It's probably a head injury. I don't know if it's a neck injury if he's.
Well, it's a head and neck because if he's stiff like that, because basically, again, if you have any upper like neck to head injury, obviously you can't take the helmet off without taking the face mask off.
That's like a freaky injury too. That wasn't even like contact, right? That was just him diving for the ball.
It looked like it happened on contact on the whiplash back on the turf. That's scary, man. That guy that just caught the
he's literally. All right, so we're gonna head off of here again. Tune in. I dropped the wide receiver rankings earlier today. If you guys want to check that out at halftime or whatever. Concussion. Yeah, it looks like a concussion or a neck injury to me for sure. Anyway, we're gonna head off here, guys.